Now, is it good? Yeah. Okay. All right. So for that lesson, we felt that Sierra needed to look at her technical aids. She had some of the aids in the wrong order, so she needs to review the technical stuff. She needs to slow down totally and no spinning. The group would have liked to see a reverse progression, in other words, to do the wall exercise first prior to the cone exercise. They would have liked to have seen Sierra give more feedback to the group before concluding with questions. And finally, we all felt that she needed to do more analyzing performance on position and correction exercises for the turn on the haunches. So now we've got Haley, and she's going to hold her paper because she's scared. So we're going to let her do that, and we're going to wire her up, and we'll get going right now. On so everybody can hear us talking. Shove that in. Are you ready?
Yep.
Take a breath. And you're good to go, girl.
Do I need the mic? Can I just get you guys lined up with your butts on the pole? Facing me, please. Okay, so my assumptions are that these are confident rider level 4 students, and they have been practicing the 2-track, so they're well aware of how to make that movement. And they are also well aware of the 4 rein aids: the rein of opposition, the supporting rein, the direct reins, and the neck rein. Okay. So, good morning, ladies. My name is Haley Quick. Today, I will be introducing and practicing with you the side pass. We are going to learn what the side pass is. We're going to learn why it is important. And we are also going to learn how to execute the side pass, okay? So first off, I'm going to do a quick tack check and let you know that I've done a facility check. All gates are closed. There are mirrors amongst the arena on the wall, so be aware of those, and obstacles in the corners. Yeah, so if your horse spooks or shy, just be prepared. Okay, and your name is?
Shelby.
Shelby. And what's your horse's name?
Jackson.
Jackson, okay. And how tight should your throat latch be?
4 fingers.
Correct, 4 fingers. He's a nice horse. Good morning, or good afternoon. What's your name? Samantha. And what's your horse's name? Stephanie. Ooh, that's real tight. Is that as tight as it goes?
Yes,
Yeah?
it is.
Okay. Why do we want to make sure that that's not too loose?
Because she could get her legs caught.
Well, that too, and it'll rub on her shoulder blade too, right? So, good girl. And your name?
Sierra.
Sarah. How are you doing, Sierra?
I'm okay.
What's your horse's name? Ooh, she's
Cora.
quite sweaty. Cora. Okay. And how do I know if her headstall's tight enough?
About 1 to 2 wrinkles.
1 to 2 wrinkles. Well, what if my mouth, what if my horse's mouth has a really deep mouth? Then what?
That he's not trying to hold on to it.
Yeah, but you can just put your 2 fingers at the top. If you can fit 2 fingers in there, then it's snug enough. If you can fit 4, then that's too loose. So you should tighten that. Okay. Okay, so we'll get started here. Does anyone know where the side pass originated from? Okay, so the side pass originated in in cavalry. So it was used in lines of horses, and when they needed to close in their spacing, that's why they invented the side pass. Move the horses over to keep them tighter and limit the spacing in between. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, the side pass is a lateral movement where the horse is moving sideways. And the point of this is you want to try and keep your horse straight on the lateral movement, but you can have a slight bend towards your movement. So if you're going to the left, you can slightly bend your horse's nose to the left, but you want to make sure that you're using that supporting rein, your right rein, to make sure that they're not over flexing in the movement. Does that make sense? Yes? Okay. So in the side pass, your horse is obviously going to be crossing all four legs, right? Okay. So you want to make sure that your horse is crossing in the front. So in order to do so, you want to encourage your forward impulsion, but you don't want, so that they don't suck back and step behind. So you want them to step in front and cross over. Okay? Why is the side pass important? Well, it's important because it is used in training. So it gets the horse to move off your leg pressure, teaches them to move away from leg pressure. It supples them because it gets them moving their shoulders and moving their haunches and loosening up all those tight muscles, right? It's also important in some shows, so things such as trail. You will have to side pass, who knows, a huge pole or anything like that, because side passing is used progressively, right? So when you first start trying to teach your horse how to side pass, it comes in baby steps, and then you start asking for longer steps. Does that make sense? Yeah, makes sense? Okay, so today I have set out 4 cones, but we are going to start off to the left because I always start my exercises to the left, personal preference. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay on the left side of these cones. At the first cone, you're going to walk. Just before you get to that second cone, I want you to think about preparing for your 2-track, okay? So by the time you reach that second cone, you're 2-tracking over to that yellow pole, okay? And then just before you reach that yellow pole, I want you to stop that forward motion, and I want you to just ask him to move right over, okay? Does that make sense? So we're starting to the left, and we're staying on the left side of the cones. We're walking, we're 2-tracking, stopping forward motion, and moving them over in the side pass, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate. First off, I guess I should probably tell you guys the aids to do that, okay? So moving to the left, we're going to have our right leg behind the cinch, okay? We're going to have our left leg at the cinch. We're going to have 2 direct reins, but our left rein can be more for flexion and bend, and our left leg, get that rib cage bent around that leg, okay? But our right rein is going to be our supporting rein, like I said, to not overflex, right? So you're holding with 2 direct reins. You got your left leg behind the cinch, your right leg behind the cinch, your left leg at the cinch, okay? And then you're just going to ask them to move over, and you want to stay nice, tall, and centered in your seat, okay? Make sense? Okay, cool. Well, I'll just quickly demonstrate for you guys, if that's okay. You want that?
Paper too.
Okay, thanks. Okay, thank you. Now, if we can get on without him moving around like a little joy. Okay. And today we're just going to do this at the walk because it's our first time side passing over. And okay, so I'm starting at my first cone on the left. I got a nice collected walk. And now I'm asking for a little bit of bend with my left leg and my left rein. And I'm applying my right leg behind the cinch, and I'm holding, and now I'm going to sit deeper and stop that forward momentum with 2 direct reins. And I'm keeping my left leg and I was keeping my left leg at the cinch, okay, so that his shoulder was not getting too far ahead of his hind end. And it's okay if you don't get it perfect the first time. We're not all superstars. Even just a couple baby steps of crossing in front and not behind, then that's good. Okay? Oh. Okay, Shelby, you can go ahead. There you go. Thanks. That looks good, nice and collected. Okay, and this is where we want to sit up and start thinking about our 2-track, getting him prepared. Good job. And we're going to start 2-tracking. There you go. Very nice. Make sure you keep that left leg at the cinch. There you go. And now you're going to stop your forward motion. Keeping your left leg, yeah, there you go. Left leg on. Think a little bit forward. There you go. Now ask him to stop. Give him a little pat. That was very good. You had a couple good steps in there. He wanted to suck back a little bit, so you just want to think forward with your seat. Okay, go ahead. What I got left for time? Okay, sit nice and tall. Can you get her collected a little bit there, Sam? There you go. Get her attention. Think 2-track. Left leg at the cinch, right leg behind. Good job. Next time, just put your left leg a little bit more on her to keep that shoulder from leaking out like that. You want to really get her hip engaged. Oh, good job. You had a couple good crosses there. Very well done. That looked good. Next time when you're asking to move over in the 2-track, you just want to lift up that inside rein and keep your left leg at the cinch, because she's wanting to do more so of a leg yield with her front and her hind. So you want to kind of try and keep that a little bit more straight in the front and then get her hip right over, right? Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. Go ahead, Sierra. Sitting up nice and tall. Looking good. Think 2-track. Right leg behind the cinch. Keep that left leg at the cinch. And lift up on that left rein too. Left leg on, left leg on. Okay. Very good, very good. She walked out a little bit on the end there, but I think that's just a release of your aids. But that looked very good. Very good. Okay, do you guys just want to walk in a circle here and I'll go this way? And you can just follow in behind Sam there. And then Shelby, you can go right up into her. Get them nice and moving forward for you. Now start thinking about your 2-track just before you get there. Keep that right leg on. A little more right leg. There you go, good, good, very good. Okay, now think about stopping that forward motion. Very nice. Very good, you had good steps there. Think about that forward motion. Forward motion. There you go. Now he is sucking back a little bit in his hind end, but practice makes perfect, so we'll just keep trying and think about moving, Think about sitting forward with your body, right? Think about that forward motion, right? Okay. Go ahead, Sam. Sit nice and tall, keep your heels down, and try and stay centered with your body. And keep that right leg at the cinch. There you go, there you go. Right leg on, right leg on. Very good, very good. Okay, good job. And Sierra. Think about the two track reins, nice bend. I like your bend on the inside. Really use your right leg here at the cinch, right leg at the cinch. Pick up on your right rein. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and ask for that sideways. Think about forward motion. There you go, there you go. Good job. Okay, well, you guys did good today. We ran out of time, or else I would have put in another poll to focus on straightness, so that 2 polls would have been your guidance to keep that side pass straight, so you're not wiggling around. That's just an increase in difficulty, but next lesson we'll definitely do that. I really liked your guys' effort today, and everyone, I think, made some kind of an improvement, even if it was little. You guys are kind of superstars anyways. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions, and we'll wrap things up, okay? Shall we? So what rein is going to be my supporting rein if I am asking my horse to side pass to the left? Correct. And Sam, what do we use? What is the point of having that supporting rein? Correct. So it keeps them from having too much flexion into the movement and overbending their body, right? Okay. And Sierra, which leg is going to be at the cinch, and which leg is going to be behind the cinch if I'm side passing to the right? Yep.
And your right leg at the cinch.
Right. Okay. So just a question for all of you. If I'm side passing, my horse is doing this. What's going on? He's right. Good job. I'm glad you learned something today, hey? And just a bonus for everyone. What did I say earlier that side passing had originated from?
Oh, cavalry.
That's right. Okay. Good job today, girls. I guess you can put your horses away because we're done now. I forgot to use my visual aids, but that's okay. I had those little vet wrap things that I used.
There we go. Alrighty. Okay, well, I'd like to, just on behalf of everybody here, thank the students for doing such a great job today. Really appreciated all their help. And the other crew has just gone into the lunchroom again for a little bit of conversation. So we will come back in about 5 minutes and just summarize this lesson. And I'll just talk briefly about the advanced instructor competition coach, but it will be very brief, not a lot of information because our time is up today. So thank you again, girls. It's a great job.